What if I told you you're 30 days away from becoming unrecognizable, not to the world, to yourself? 30 days from killing the old you. 30 days from building the billionaire mindset they said was impossible. 30 days from proving that you were never ordinary. You were just distracted. Sudden silence. Beat drop. Fire ignites the screen. Because the first billion isn't made in a vault. It's made in your mind, in your discipline, in your vision, and how you show up when nobody is watching. And now the world will watch you rise. This is your war. This is your rebirth. This is your 30-day transformation. Big cinematic logo appears. In 30 days, become billionaire, then fade into the main script. There comes a moment in every life when silence becomes unbearable. There comes a moment in every life when silence becomes unbearable. A moment when the whisper inside your soul, the one you've ignored for too long, starts to roar. Not in rage, but in remembrance. It reminds you of who you are and what you were born to become. Not average, not unseen, but a force giant walking among those who've settled. And that moment is now. You were not born to crawl in the shadows of giants. You were born to build empires, to rise, to lead, to forge your vision into the foundation of this world. Look around you. Everything you see, every skyscraper, every invention, every billion-dollar idea once lived only in the mind of someone bold enough to believe they could bring it to life. And if you think you are somehow excluded from that possibility, then you've already surrendered the greatest weapon you possess, belief. Andrew Carnegie was a poor immigrant boy with nothing in his pockets but the fire of obsession in his eyes. Henry Ford failed and was laughed out of town by men who could not see past horses. Walt Disney was told he lacked imagination by people who had never dared to dream. What separates you from them? Nothing but a decision. And it starts with this. For the next 30 days, you will no longer live as the world expects you to, as the billionaire version of yourself. Would not because wealth? True wealth is not earned by convenience. It is carved into reality by those who dare to suffer for their vision. Those who understand that success is not luck. It is clarity multiplied by discipline, multiplied by brutal, relentless execution. It is a mindset forged like steel that no failure can bend. Every second you waste comparing yourself, doubting yourself, scrolling past the life you want, it's costing you. And every second invested with purpose, every early morning, every late night, every small win moves you closer to the life people told you was impossible. You must understand something vital. 30 days is not a lifetime. It is enough to build momentum so unstoppable, even fate will take notice. First day begins not with a strategy, but with a confrontation. You versus your own excuses. You versus every limiting belief you've rehearsed for years. You versus the voice that says, not you, not now. That voice must be buried, replaced, transformed, because in the mirror is not just who you are, it is who you can become. Close your eyes. Picture the billionaire version of yourself. Not just the suits or the cars or the bank balance. Picture the habits, the rituals, the fire in their eyes before sunrise, the power in their silence, the clarity in every step they take. That person is not a fantasy. It is your potential, fully realized. Potential dies in the hands of procrastination. That's why for the next 30 days, you stop treating time like it's infinite. It is not. And the truth is, most people never run out of ideas, they run out of time to act on them. So, starting now, you will treat your minutes like millions. Because billionaires don't spend time, they invest it. That means no more mornings of randomness. You win the morning, you win the day. Wake before the world. Own your silence. Set your intention. And then, with steel in your heart, begin. Forget balance. Chase alignment. Balance is a myth sold to those afraid of obsession. The great Smusk, Jobs, Bezos, they weren't balanced. They were consumed. If it takes 14-hour days, so be it. If you lose friends along the way, let them go. Because when the vision is clear, the sacrifice makes sense. Do not ask for support. Build it. Do not wait for the right opportunity. Create it. And when doubt knocks, do not entertain it. Dominate it. Replace every fear with faith in your ability to figure it out. Because the greatest skill of every billionaire is not genius. It's adaptability. You must become a different breed. Where others see risk, you see blueprint. Where they see loss, you see leverage. Where they stop, you begin. Your thoughts are your currency. If they are poor, your reality will be bankrupt. Guard them, feed them, enrich them daily. Read the greats. Study those who've walked this road before you. Not just their success, but their failures, their rejections, their bankruptcies, their breakdowns. Because in those cracks, we'll find the truth. No one is invincible, but those who keep moving become unstoppable. And that is who you must become. Unstoppable. That's not a word you earned through birthright or talent. It's earned in the furnace of discipline. In the unseen hours, when no one is watching, when the applause is gone, and all that remains is you, the work, and the whisper that says, keep going. That's the voice you listen to now, not the noise of the crowd, not the critic in your head, but the inner guide, the one who knows you're capable of far more than what you've settled for. Understand this, the world does not reward potential, it rewards proof. Every day, you must prove to yourself, not the world, that you are who you say you are. Every morning you rise before dawn. Every temptation you ignore. Every goal you don't just dream about, but attack adds to your ledger. And when that ledger tips in your favor, the world will take notice. But here's what they won't see. The sacrifices, the nights you worked while others slept, the pain you carried without complaint. The moments you were broken, bleeding, but still building. That's what it takes. A billionaire life is not bought with comfort, it's bought with blood, sweat, and decisions so difficult they'd break the average man. This isn't about money. This is about identity. Who are you becoming? Because money will come, power will come, status will come, but only if you become the kind of person who commands it. You must lead yourself long before you lead others. That means standards, ruthless, unwavering standards. How you speak, how you walk, how you show up when no one's watching. That's where empires are born, and clarity is your compass. A man with no clear vision will chase everything and capture nothing. You must know exactly what you want down to the last detail. Not just rich, not just successful. Define it, feel it, smell it, know what your mornings look like, what your calendar feels like, what your mission sounds like when you speak it out loud. Vague goals produce vague results, but clarity is lightning in your bloodstream. It creates urgency. It demands action, and purpose. Purpose is the fuel, Why do you want it? Because if it's just to prove them wrong, you'll burn out. If it's just for revenge, you'll grow bitter. But if it's to fulfill the calling that's been placed on your life, then no rejection can stop you. No failure can silence you. Purpose gives pain a reason. It turns discipline into devotion. It makes even the darkest nights feel necessary. And when your purpose is big enough, fear becomes irrelevant. Now, let's speak of fear. Fear is not your enemy. It is your compass. Wherever you feel fear, that is where you must go. Because beyond that fear is the version of you you've never met, the one who can do the things you keep telling yourself you're not ready for. No one is ready. Greatness doesn't wait for readiness, it demands decision. So decide. Decide to act before you're perfect. Decide to leap while your knees still shake. Decide to start where you are, with what you have, knowing it is enough to begin. You must act now, not tomorrow. Not when it's easy. Not when the timing is right. Action is the great separator. Everyone has dreams. Few have execution. You must become addicted to execution. Relentless in your momentum. Fall in love with progress, not perfection. Because it's not the grand gestures that build billionaires, it's the 1,000 tiny moves that no one ever sees. Do not negotiate with your goals. Do not ask how I feel when you wake up. The billionaire mindset doesn't care how you feel, it only asks what must be done. That level of clarity, that level of certainty, it creates gravity. The world starts bending toward your intention. People take notice. Opportunities reveal themselves, not because they weren't there before, but because now you're finally tuned in. You are no longer hoping, you are hunting. Every conversation you have from this day forward must be with purpose. Every meeting, every email, every move. You do not waste words. You do not waste presence. You carry yourself like someone who knows they are building something that will outlive them. And above all, gratitude. Gratitude is not weakness. It is not passivity. It is power when you can be grateful in the grind, when you can smile while bleeding, when you can say thank you for the struggle. You have unlocked the secret few ever discover. Gratitude keeps you grounded. It connects you to the moment. It reminds you, you don't have to do this, you get to do this. Your struggle is your story. And your story will inspire others long after you're gone. So now, don't just sit there with your heart on fire. Stand up, move, decide. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the right time. This is the right time. Start your 30-day war today. Pick your mission. Eliminate your distractions. Lock in. Wake up before the world. Build the body. Train the mind, guard the vision, write it, speak it, live it, and do it like your life depends on it, because it does. Turn your phone into a weapon, not a cage. Use it to build, not to scroll. Watch this every morning if you have to. Burn it into your brain. Let it echo in your soul. I was not born to be average. I was not born to repeat the past. I was born to lead, to build, to create, to conquer. And if you're ready to go all in, drop it in the comments. Share this with someone who forgot who they are and then disappear for 30 days and come back unrecognizable.